Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. So excited to talk to my next guest because I've actually interviewed the celebrity chef that they have teamed up with when I was hosting Breakfast Television Montreal, and just one of the most compelling chefs in the entire world. And he's made his way to Canada and teamed up with a great group. It is called Bombay Frankies, and George Heos is the co-founder of both Bombay Frankies and Eat Up Canada. George, welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Derek.
You have quite the experience in this industry. I mentioned to you, I was looking you up online to see, but tell us a little bit about your background in the food and culinary industry, George.
Myself and my partner Alex Gerzon have been in the restaurant industry our whole lives. So collectively, it's almost 60 years now.
Wow.
So a long time. It's what we know, right? It's all we know. So we've developed a lot of different brands in Canada for others. Working for big companies and big franchisors. And a couple of years ago, we started our own company called Eat Up Canada, and the first brand that we've developed and are building out is Bombay Frankies.
Okay.
And the origins of that brand is really very organic. We were in an Indian restaurant and tried some food, and
really?
I didn't really know Indian cuisine very much.
Okay.
My partner Alex knows it a little bit more. So I said, hey, what should I have, right? So he said, have this thing. And I think he probably just recommended it because it was a wrap. Okay. And he probably thought, okay, start with the wrap.
Right.
So I had it, absolutely loved it. I couldn't believe how much I loved it. It was craveable. So then we went back about 3 months later when we were, in the area. And I said, what was that thing I had last time? And he goes, it's called a Frankie. And at first, when he said Frankie, I thought, what kind of a name is Frankie?
Yeah, that's exactly what came to mind
for an Indian menu item, right? So I said, Frankie. He goes, yeah, it's one of the most popular Indian street foods. It was made, famous in Bombay a long, long time ago. And as soon as he said Bombay and Frankie, I went, oh my God, Bombay Frankies, we can create a concept out of this. And, the Frankie is the star of the show.
I love it.
And then we partnered up with Chef Vikram Vij to bring it to life.
Okay, how did you end up with that partnership?
I think it's one of those you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right.
So my business partner Alex and I have a lot of restaurant experience, but we're not chefs, and we're definitely not Indian chefs. So when we created this concept, we said, well, okay, who's the best Indian chef in Canada? So we said, what about Vikram Vij, that guy that was on Dragon's Den?
Yeah.
So as it turns out, somebody we know said, I'd met him at a charity event, and he had his email. So we literally just emailed him, said, hey, here's who we are, here's what we're working on, love to talk to you. Developed a relationship. A month and a half later, we signed a deal, and we became partners.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. So he helped put the menu together, I guess, and knew obviously
not
he
just
knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he did it.
Like it's his menu, basically.
It's his menu.
Wow.
Everything on our menu has got Chef Vikram's, stamp of approval, and he created it, right? So, and Chef Vikram is known for really elevating Indian cuisine, right? And that's what this is. It's kind of an elevated street food, experience, right?
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Well, let's do a little show and tell here. What have you brought along here with you?
So like I said, the Frankie is the star of the show, and what really makes a Frankie is the paratha. The outside of the wrap is called a paratha.
Okay.
So it's kind of an Indian kind of layered flatbread, if you will.
Okay.
It's absolutely delicious, and quite frankly, the thing that really sold us on this whole concept, because the wrap itself is delicious. Like people will have it.
Like you'll eat it on your own.
You'll eat it on its own, dip it into things.
Okay.
So it's much more delicious than anything else that you find where the wrap is really just to keep things together, right? So we make our paratha in restaurant every single day. So it's house made, and it's our own recipe.
Nice.
And then we have 4 meat Frankies, and we have 4 vegetarian Frankies.
Okay.
We can also turn any Frankie into a bowl with basmati rice. So you'll see this one. This is the paneer. So it's got the basmati rice, our signature korma sauce, the paneer, and our cucumber salad. So you get that freshness, right? And then the rice on the bottom. So we got Frankies. We've got a chat dish.
Okay.
We've got another. This is the mushroom one. One of my favorites. Yeah. That's the BF marinated chicken masala. And then we have samosas, pakoras. That's our thing. Okay, so we're going to cut into one of these.
Okay.
So I'm not the operator in the group, so don't like you're not going to rate my.
I won't judge.
Okay, you're not going to rate my knife skills.
Absolutely not. Maybe a little.
Okay. Well, I think I promised I promised my partner I just wouldn't cut myself on air.
That's important.
Okay?
We don't want it to turn into a viral video because of that.
Or maybe we do.
Well, no, I want safety first.
Okay, all right.
George. Yeah,
so that's the green bean one.
Okay. There we have it there.
That's the coconut ginger green bean.
Oh my goodness.
Give that a try.
Okay, as I give that a try, tell us about the dining experience, because that's unique in itself as well,
Absolutely.
right?
We're big believers in elevating the dining experience. Oh my God, that's good. Awesome.
Really
so we're not getting kicked off the show.
No.
Okay, good. All right.
You can stay for another minute 30.
Okay, so so we believe in elevating the dining experience, especially these days, because just so many restaurants and anybody who's providing customer service, it just seems like it's gone away. And in our restaurants, we like people to visit. So we have, we use plates, right, rather than disposable, plates and
right.
So you come in, you get a plate, you get silverware when you're dining in.
So even though it's street food,
absolutely,
you're still getting that real dining experience.
And we bring it to your table. You order. We bring it to your table, we check on you, make sure everything's okay, and then we bust the table. So that kind of blows people away, right? Because they're not expecting that in a fast,
I thought you just go to the counter and order, and here's your stuff, and you're out of here.
So
why Canada?
Look, Canada, Ottawa's a great market, and Canada is a strong retail center,
Absolutely.
right? So we pick great sites, right? And we believe Canada is a great site. I have a lot of experience in the Ottawa market. So the restaurant is opening on Saturday, in the Canada Entertainment Centrum, and it's our first restaurant in Eastern Ontario. It's actually only our second restaurant. The first one opened last year, so this is actually our first franchised.
And you're
Bombay
looking at
Frankies.
growing this, right?
Absolutely.
That's the idea for the future.
We're going to open probably 5 to 6 additional restaurants this year.
Fantastic, George.
And then go from there.
Congratulations. And I just see Vij's, all his spices here. You brought some of the jars. I mean, again, great partnership. Appreciate the time, George.
Thank you so much.
I'll have to finish this after the show because it's so good. I'll be right back after this.